For sure. Before we go, I cover a lot of MMA. I know we saw Conor McGregor come over and fight Floyd Mayweather. There's been some talks of some other guys coming over. Is that something that interests you? Do you think it's positive for the sport in terms of bringing eyeballs, or do you think it kind of waters down the entire product when you have someone in another sport?
No, it doesn't water it down. I think it educates both sides, because I remember when Conor McGregor boxed Mayweather, and I was out there, and I couldn't believe the arguments that people were having, the McGregor fans and the Mayweather fans, of how McGregor's going to beat him. Mayweather, I'm like, really? And so the MMA fighting can go into boxing, but boxer cannot go into the octagon. Not in a million years.
Well, we had that James Toney, right, against Randy Couture.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not going to happen. And that's what I'm saying. And any boxer with any brain will think, I ain't doing that. You know, let's stand up. You know, so that's one thing. You've got to tick that box, get that sorted. Number two, there are some. I actually watched it. Was it Khabib retired?
Yes, Justin Gaethje.
And this guy was like, he's bad. He was like, he was on it. He was on point. It was an emotional farewell. Obviously, he didn't want to fight without his father in the ring, and it was a great story. I think MMA is the stories behind the fighters. It's number one fighting number two, and that's why in our boxing game we need to be careful, because we'll lose credibility if we don't start doing what's right and give men chances that should have one.
And then sort of on that same note, I don't know if you're familiar with Cris Cyborg. She used to be in the UFC. She's now over in Bellator, which is like the rival promotion. But there's been talks about her going into boxing because she's just such a big name in MMA. And we're hearing, obviously, they're trying to make these big fights in women's boxing. I know the UFC is trying to get involved with Zuffa boxing or whatever they're calling it. Do you think that would be a good move? Like I said, I don't know if you're familiar.
It could be a good move. It could be a good move, because in women's boxing, there's no in between. The elite, like your Katie Taylors,
yes,
people, outstanding, on point. But then anything below that is pure novice. And Cris, I think Cris will come in there at a level, because she's fought, she's had close combat. She knows how to handle herself. So for her to do that, she can dip her toe in the water, because there's not enough depth of experience for her not to. And I think she'd do pretty well at boxing.
And the nice thing with her being in Bellator now is she can take those opportunities, whereas with the UFC, their contracts are really restrictive. Bellator is pretty liberal when it comes to letting their fighters go and take other opportunities.
Again, and unfortunately, it's the business.
For sure. No, I get it. It's about the brand. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The model's a bit different, just for those who don't know. UFC is the brand. Boxers, it's you're the brand, right? For the most part.
That's right.
I know there's commissions and stuff, but that's a whole other topic. Johnny, we went way over time. Thank you so much for doing
Pleasure.
This was so much fun. And anything you want to plug, any social media and anything at all, the floor is yours, sir.
No, listen, the pleasure was mine, and give me a follow on, what's my
I'm going to look you up. I'll follow you right after this. Yeah, let's stay in touch.
Bang it up there. Just give me a follow, and I don't mind if I can answer your questions, I'll answer your questions, but anytime, I'm good.